So all of these come to this report. There is something in there that tells us that Ghanaians must wake up to their own responsibilities. When you walk into a facility and they don't have X, Y, Z, there are two things. One, if you're capable of raising that help, you should do that, responsible. And then for the citizenry, when you can help, go and help. It's your hometown. Go and help put up a chips compound. Help let them fill that place with the paracetamol and whatever else that's needed. Let's do these things. That's my take on this matter.
Thank you. You want to do? Okay. Quick one before we move on.
So all that Nana has been doing is to shift blame from the government, to the people. And I think that's a bit unfair. And with his concluding remarks, I picked some very insensitive comments about health workers. Look, they take joy and pride in working in rural areas. I have moved around the country on some of these missions. You meet them and sometimes you are even encouraged to give them what you have. But most important, beyond the facility existing for access, is that the health facility should create demand. All right, so how do they create this demand? It should have the requisite skill set, that's the personnel, to be able to give or offer a particular health service. Now you go to a facility and there's no midwife, and you are saying it is because the people are you don't talk like that. That's a bit insensitive. There's a government, all we citizens have given all our powers, our power to allocate resources, our power to create and even regulate the conduct of everybody in this country. We've given it all to the president and his people. And so for someone who is deeply connected to the presidency and, very much involved in government, it's a bit unfortunate for him to be talking the way he went. You have to empathize with the health workers too. They are doing so much out there. We don't pay our taxes to them. Government takes the taxes. They are supposed to create the enabling conditions to allow these people go out there and work. If you don't do it, they can only do as far as their consciences and convictions will allow them. But it's not so binding, because everybody lives in a home. It has taken international development agencies like the World Bank, WHO, JICA, and some of these agencies to improve health system in Ghana. The real question I want to ask is, what has government been doing? What have we been doing? It's all about procurement, how to make money out of healthcare. What has government been doing? I mean, you go to the rural areas, even at the cities. Ask yourself, so you're saying Sarfo-Kantanka is contributing incubators and all that. That's good. We clap for him. But what is government doing? Sarfo-Kantanka doesn't take taxes. What is government doing? These international agencies are planting chips facilities across the country. What is government doing? Just create the incentives to allow these health workers to go and work in a harmonized environment. And it comes back to our economy that is crashed. You feel it most when you're in the rural areas with no light, no access to even water. Some live in communities and have to travel to get water from nearby. It's bad. And so the least you can do, can you imagine it took JICA and some of these agencies to build boreholes in communities around the chip zones to allow health workers get water to drink. And so if the people are not going, we can't so much chastise them. We can't make it look like there's no commitment, there's no patriotism. No, there is. There are people, the ineptitude of public office holders, government, the president and his people, the health ministers, they are the ones we are supposed to put the blame on, and not the people. They are there. You go to the facilities that are not so equipped, there are people there. They are working. But they don't have the tools and equipment to work. what more can they do? They can only do innovations and all that. I mean, I ran a project that put so much pressure on the people. We gave them small incentives, and you saw everything was working out. Throughout the health delivery structure at the local level, you realize most of the actors are appointed by government. DC, community, district planning officers, all these people are government workers. There are people who are supposed to be kept working. Their conditions are determined by government. So if government is not providing these conditions, you can't blame the people. They are doing their jobs. Let government do its job. It's not enough to blame them and make it look like they don't love Ghana. They are not going to their communities to donate. Where is the money? I want to do. Where is the money? Government is sitting on our coffers. They should do their job. Allow people to also do what they are trained to do. Thank you.
So Lily, that's what I think my brother said it all. You see, government has a major responsibility.